I mean, at this point, you must hate your country if you're still rooting and voting for Joe Biden. It just doesn't make sense, okay? He just consistently shows how unfit he is to lead the country, his inability to lead the country, and how unfit he is to be the president of the United States of America. So it really boggles my mind how people still vote for socialism and communism and all these destructive things. You really just must love high groceries, extremely high bills, and ruining little kids' futures. It's just messed up, man. The rabbit hole goes so deep. Here we have it. More footage of Joe Biden just being Joe Biden. If you guys are new here, definitely make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Really helps the channel get out there so more people can be exposed to the truth and enjoy this content just like you right now. So definitely be sure to like the video, subscribe to the King Squad, and leave a positive comment. Thank you to everyone who does that. I greatly appreciate your support. And definitely stay tuned where I will be giving my thoughts periodically throughout the video, but more so in the back end. So stay tuned for that, guys, where we'll be just breaking down and giving my own thoughts and commentary about everything going on here.
Thank you for doing this. How do you pull this out? Frightening. This is not how decent people behave. This is not how people who want to be president behave.
You know, there's not many people watching anyway. So.
Is there anything you regret?
This is sort of the last gasp.
I know you believe that Mr. Trump will be a better president of the United States.
That's what we're talking about.
Total disaster. What are you going to do about it?
Let's skip over that.
But he's going to win?
They're overwhelmingly popular with the American people. But look, I never thought that would happen. Never, 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 never. If it fails here, Katie bar the door.
We'll see.
Thanks for having me.
Bye.
What's up, guys? Your boy Benny. There are certain events in life that you really have to show up for, right? Your wedding, the birth of your children, kicking the game-winning field goal in the fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. You got to kind of be there and bring your A game. And Joe Biden had this sort of proverbial last-minute miracle field goal potential tonight with this rare interview with George Stephanopoulos on ABC News. And let's just say he shanked that ball directly into the face of his coach, and then it hit a baby in the stands. This was a nightmare. These are the headlines, by the way, from the clips of this interview. Joe Biden doesn't even remember watching the debate. He can't remember if he even rewatched his debate performance. What a senile jackass. This guy then goes on into word soup, alphabet soup, word salad, a feast of it, a proverbial buffet. And I'll play you all of those clips. It's been a really, really bad series of events for Joe Biden. Over the last 48 hours, they've been really attempting to rehabilitate Joe Biden. And the first thing that Joe Biden did was call himself a black woman.
I'm proud to be, as I said, the first vice president, first black woman, serve with a black president. I'm proud of the first black woman in the Supreme Court. There's just so much that we can do because together there's nothing. Look, this is the United States of America.
Then the next thing that Joe Biden did was when he was pressed by a physician who's also the governor of Hawaii on a private phone call with a bunch of Democrat governors to reassure them that he's in good mental health, whether he is in good mental health. His explanation was that his health is fine. It's just my brain. Joe Biden then said he couldn't do events after 8 o'clock and he needs to get more sleep. He's the damn president of the United States. A bunch of Democrat donors, including the Disney heiress and a bunch of Hollywood producers and fancy people that donate to Democrats, all the money's drying up. Nobody's donating to Joe Biden anymore. Joe Biden effectively claimed stolen valor in front of a bunch of active duty military members by saying that he's been in battles. No, Joe Biden's never served in the military. Joe Biden had a rambling, insane monologue without a teleprompter, cringe-inducing at the White House. His staff had to literally pull him away. Joe Biden got on stage with Kamala Harris and called her a ho-ho-ho.
And we give thanks to our commander-in-chief, the president of the United States, the extraordinary president of the United States, Joe Biden.
Ho, ho, ho. Happy Independence Day.
They let Joe Biden go out on the balcony of the White House in front of the cameras of the world with a gigantic applesauce schmutz stain all over his jacket. It's starting to get sad now, looking kind of like, I mean, this is what you see people look like in nursing homes. Do you ever visit a nursing home? This is what people look like in nursing homes.
They are just dragging him to the finish line. Literally, he is a mannequin, and they are just dragging his body across the finish line. It's really just sad.
Look at this. The White House is now effectively a massive nursing home. And of course, Hunter Biden back inside of the White House on the 1-year anniversary of them finding baggies of cocaine all over the White House. So yeah, things have gotten bad here. Joe Biden did events today. There were people saying in the crowd, trolling Joe Biden, pass the torch, Joe. So Joe Biden's getting trolled at his own events. Joe Biden can't even remember what year he is, saying he's going to beat Donald Trump in the year 2020.
I'll beat Donald Trump. I will beat him again in 2020. Oh, by the way, we're going to do it again in 2024.
Baby. Yikes. Big yikes. Joe Biden doesn't, again, know what year it is. But Joe Biden definitely 100% super duper pinky swear assurity guarantees it. I'm the sitting president of the United States. I'm the nominee for the Democrat Party. I'm staying in the race. Okay, so let's hear from him. Let's hear from Joe Biden in this ABC News nightmare. Joe Biden doesn't know if he watched the debate or not. Here we go.
And did you ever watch the debate afterwards?
I don't think I did, no.
Well, what I want to get at is what were you experiencing as you were going through the debate? Did you know how badly it was going?
Yeah, look, the whole way I prepared, nobody's fault, mine. Nobody's fault but mine. I prepared what I usually would do, sitting down, as I did come back with foreign leaders or the National Security Council, for explicit detail. And I realized about partway through that, you know, I get quoted, the New York Times had me down at 10 points before the debate, 9 now, or whatever the hell it is. The fact of the matter is that what I looked at is that he also lied 28 times. I mean, the way the debate ran, not my fault, no one else's fault. No one else's fault.
But it seemed like you were having trouble from the first question in, even before he spoke.
Well, I just had a bad night.
Nobody's home. Look at those eyes. Look at that. This is the tell. This is the tell. Look at these eyes. There's no one there. There's nobody there. Joe Biden doesn't even know if he rewatched the debate. This debate, by the way, was seen by hundreds of millions of people. CNN released their numbers and said just on CNN platforms, it was seen by 100 million people. So it's the most watched presidential debate in history, actually. Did you ever watch the debate? I don't think I did. Do you know how badly it was going? Incoherent rambling. It seems like you were having trouble from the first question. Well, I just had a bad night. All right. Joe Biden doesn't remember if you rewatched the debate performance.
What's that saying? I believe it goes, the lights are on, but no one's home. I think that describes Joe Biden perfectly. Comment down below if you agree.
I don't think so. I don't know. I don't think so. Oh my heavens. ABC interview was supposed to shut down talk of Biden's decline. He immediately says he doesn't remember if he watched the debate. Cut. Oh, baby. Total failure. My grandmother passed away at 100, and she would talk to me about soap operas that she was watching in detail. Joe Biden can't remember if he watched the presidential debate he participated in 8 days ago. And it just keeps getting worse. Keeps getting worse. Listen to this.
You and your team have said you had a bad night. But your friend Nancy Pelosi actually framed the question that I think is on the minds of millions of Americans. Was this a bad episode or the sign of a more serious condition?
It was a bad episode. No indication of any serious condition. I was exhausted. I didn't listen to my instincts in terms of preparing, and I had a bad night.
You know, you say you were exhausted, and I know you've said that before as well, but you came, and you did have a tough month, but you came home from Europe about 11 or 12 days before the debate, spent 6 days in Camp David. Why wasn't that enough rest time, enough recovery time?
Because I was sick. I was feeling terrible. Matter of fact, the doc's with me. I asked them if they did a COVID test. We were trying to figure out what was wrong. They did a test to see whether or not I had some infection, a virus.
It's been a two-man race for several months. Inflation has come down. In those last few months, he's become a convicted felon. Yet you're still falling further behind.
You guys keep saying that. George, you know polling better than anybody. Do you think polling data is accurate as it used to be?
I don't think so, but I think when you look at all of the polling data right now, it shows that he's certainly ahead in the popular vote, probably even more ahead in the battleground states. And one of the other key factors there is it shows that in many of the battleground states, the Democrats who are running for Senate and the House are doing better than you are. I know you said you have an ongoing assessment. Have you had a full neurological and cognitive evaluation?
I get a full neurological test every day with me. And I've had a full physical. I had, I've been at Walter Reed for my physicals. Yes, the answer is.
I know.
We have, anyway, I don't want to take too much credit. I have a great staff.
But do you dispute that there have been more lapses, especially in the last several months?
Can I run the 110 flat? No. But I'm still in good shape.
Are you more frail?
No.
I know you spoke.
Keep my schedule.
Their concerns about your age and your health are growing, so that's why I'm asking, to reassure them, would you be willing to have the independent medical evaluation?
Watch me there's a lot of time left in this campaign. It's over 125 days.
So the right answer right now is no, you don't want to do that right now.
No, I've already done it.
On a more practical level, Washington Post just reported in the last hour that Senator Mark Warner is assembling a group of senators together to try and convince you to stand down because they don't think you can win.
Well, Mark is a good man. We've never had that. He also tried to get the nomination too. Mark and I have a different perspective. I respect him.
And if Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries and Nancy Pelosi come down and say, we're worried that if you stay in the race, we're going to lose the House and the Senate, how will you respond?
I go into detail with them. I've spoken to all of them in detail, including Jim Clyburn. Every one of them. They all said I should stay in the race. Stay in the race. None of the people said I should leave.
But if they do?
Well, it's like, they're not going to do that.
You sure?
Well, yeah, I'm sure. Look, if the Lord Almighty came down and said, Joe, get out of the race, I'd get out of the race. The Lord Almighty's not coming down.
What the hell are you saying? Look, it's the same face. Look at this. It's the same face.
Oh, my gosh.
I thought this was just Trump face when he was debating Trump. Look at that. The hollow, empty eyes, the gaping, open mouth. Look at it. It's the same face. The fake bronzer and tanner.
The lights are on, but no one's home.
Look at that. Oh my God, dude. Bro is just cooked. But without question, the best news of the day was not this train wreck, car wreck, tire fire of an interview, all wrapped up inside of a dumpster fire, like blasted into the sun. The best news of the day was Joe Biden confirming that he's going to do another debate with Donald Trump.
Value the thoughts of the officials in your former president
I hope he'll debate me. I wouldn't be surprised if he was.
If he's in, will you commit to debating?
I'm committing now, absolutely, whether he's in or not.
And the best clip of the day goes to Gavin Newsom, who's campaigning for Joe Biden in Pennsylvania and decided to have they call this a Freudian slip, and talk about what an incredible president Donald Trump is.
Between that reality and the reality that we've experienced with this great American comeback, with a man of integrity, honor, decency in Donald Trump, with an extraordinary, in Joe Biden, man of decency.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the face of the resident of the White House and the man who is apparently commanding all of our troops, making all the decisions.
Unfortunately.
Biden didn't even make the decision as to what clothes he was going to wear today. Like, Joe Biden made no decisions. Joe Biden makes 0 decisions. Okay,
It's Obama.
Whatever we have here in this country, it is not a democracy. It is not a republic. It is a nightmare. And there's only one way to wake up from that nightmare. Vote. Vote in 2024. The guy with the red hat. That's the smart idea. All right. Enough of this. Enough of these degenerates and these people lying to us. It's just going to get worse from here. We can't wait. Actually, it's going to be very entertaining. It's going to be bad for the nation. It's going to be very entertaining, and then we're going to fix this place. Like, share, and subscribe if you want to make America great again. It's your boy Benny. See ya.
I'm totally convinced they got Biden in office, not so that they could, fix the country and help everybody and, get us in the right direction, but just to put on a clown show. Completely just put on a major clown show and put on one hell of a performance. I'm completely convinced that this is purely just entertainment. They do not take any of this serious, and they do not care about the future of our country, the upcoming generations. What will the generations inherit from this just conundrum? It's just absurd. It's just wild. So just more proof that Biden is unfit, his inability to lead the country into prosperity and victory, and especially in war. Oh my gosh. But looking at how the Dems are, the raging liberals, they're always looking for a reason to rage. And I personally believe that they want war just to keep him in office, and we all see that. We all kind of see that. And it's like, all right, well, let's kind of speed this thing up to get Trump in office, because Trump was respected. Okay, Trump is an excellent businessman. He ran America like a business, and that's what we need. When we can get the paperwork together, when we can get the papers right, then we can have the fun. Then we can enjoy everything. But before we can have fun, we need to get the paperwork in order first. Biden is not doing any of that. Biden is saying, he's kind of like Oprah. You get a car, you get money, you get U.S. resources, you get U.S. supplies. Everybody else but the people who actually need it, deserve it, and worked for it. So that's my own personal thoughts and commentary regarding this whole mess of just an administration. And just, yeah. Comment down below your thoughts, guys. What do you think? How do you think the country is being ran by Biden right now? Okay. What do you think the country has turned into? And are you a fan of inflation? Do you think the country's in a great state and all that kind of stuff? Or was life better under the man with the red hat? Comment your thoughts down below, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the channel get out there so more people can be exposed to the truth and enjoy this content just like you right now. Again, thank you to everyone who left a positive comment. I greatly appreciate your support. I hope everyone continues to have a great and prosperous day, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.